is that Saul, the king, had died, and David now is king of the southern part of Israel. There's a division. There's a civil war, basically, between Saul's troops that are up in the north, which they called Israel, and David's group, which was down in the south, which they called Judah. And so they're working against each other. In fact, they're fighting each other very much like the Civil War here in America, the North and the South. And but what happens is David gets stronger and stronger, and pretty soon the North isn't able to withstand him, and they finally cave in. And now David is in charge of all of Israel, both Judah in the south and Israel in the north are now together as one country. And so now they have a new king. Now they're reunited, sort of like Lincoln, in a way. But so it says that David realized that the Lord had confirmed him as king over Israel and had blessed his kingdom for the sake of his people. So David's coming to the fact that he is going to be king. And when these people come together, they went to David and they told him, "We are your own." Let's see. In the past, when Saul was king, you were the one who really led the forces of Israel. And the Lord told you, "You will be shepherd of my people. You will be Israel's leader." Well, this whole idea of shepherd, you remember, Jesus is the shepherd of us. The Lord is our shepherd. We shall not want. He makes us lie down in green pastures. This shepherd idea has been in the Bible a lot. Now, sheep are not very bright, and I never think it's a compliment when God says that we are sheep, because they're pretty dirty and they're pretty stupid. If they didn't have a shepherd, they wouldn't survive. They have no defense mechanism. They have to depend totally on the shepherd. Well, the people of Israel do learn to depend on David as their king, and David uses force to get what he wants often, but he does listen to the Lord. Of course, the shepherd, Jesus, is quite different. He washes his disciples' feet. He is their servant. He is there for them. He's not there to lord it over them or to be some kind of strong, powerful leader. And a lot of people now are saying, well, it's terrible that God is being brought out of the schools and out of our society. And yes, I would agree, but there's a positive side to that, and that is that the church really never should be in power. If you look at history, when the church gets power, they don't do well with it. But what we're called to be as the church are servants, not powerful leaders, conquering, kind of like David did, but like Jesus, servants, washing each other's feet symbolically by caring for one another and loving one another, and most of all, forgiving one another. And think what a powerful impact the church would have if instead of always the negative that comes in the media, that we're pro this or we're against that, or we're for this candidate or against this candidate, or whatever Christians do. Instead of being known for all that junk, which is all power stuff, we were known simply as servants, as people who are wanting to care for others, wanting to serve others. If we were humble of heart, and looking to God for our direction, and not self-proclaimers and self-justifiers and trying to get everybody to see how powerful we are, or how wonderful, or boosting our egos, but dying to ourselves and being in service to others. That is what it means to be a Christian. That's what it means to follow Christ Jesus, our shepherd. the great shepherd of the sheep. God bless and have a great day.